Hey there, welcome to the Bookwise channel. Here, we explore the most impactful books to help you unlock your true potential. In this video, we're thrilled to present a comprehensive masterclass on Atomic Habits by James Clear. By the end of this video, you'll uncover the key principles, strategies, and actionable plans that can help you transform your life through the power of habit formation. So make sure to stay tuned until the very end. But before we dive in, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications to never miss another life-changing book summary from us. Let's start by exploring the power of Atomic Habits. You see, the truth is, massive action isn't always the answer. Sometimes it's the small, consistent improvements that can lead to the biggest transformations. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Get 1% better each day and you'll end up 37x better by the end of the year. Many people chase goals but neglect the systems that underpin them. Goals are important, but they are fleeting. They are the destination, not the journey. Systems, on the other hand, are the daily habits that move you forward. Think of it this way. Your goal is to run a marathon. Your system is your daily training plan. The goal gives you direction, but the system fuels your progress. James Clear says it best, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Imagine this. You've set a goal, you're fired up, and you're ready to conquer the world. You start strong, putting in the work, but then... crickets. The scale won't budge. The project feels stagnant. You hit what James Clear calls the valley of disappointment. This valley is where many of us abandon our dreams. We expect quick results, and when we don't see them, we lose motivation. The key is understanding that lasting change takes time. It's about trusting the process and staying committed, even when progress is invisible. The problem is our brains are wired for instant gratification. We crave immediate rewards. But real growth happens gradually, like a seed slowly pushing through the soil. We must shift our mindset from short-term gains to long-term rewards. Remember, you're not alone in this valley. Every successful person has faced setbacks and plateaus. It's part of the journey. The difference lies in their response. They embrace the challenge, adjust their approach, and keep moving forward, one step at a time. Goals give you a destination, but systems are your roadmap. They are the daily habits and routines that pave the way to success. Focusing on systems allows you to enjoy the journey while making progress towards your goals. Take, for instance, the goal of writing a book. It might seem daunting at first, but break it down into a system. Write for 30 minutes each day, brainstorm ideas for 15 minutes, and edit one chapter per week. Suddenly, the overwhelming task becomes manageable. Building a robust system is like setting up a series of dominoes. Each domino represents a small, achievable step. When you focus on knocking down the domino in front of you, the rest will fall into place. Remember, your system should evolve with you. As you progress, you'll learn what works and what doesn't. Don't be afraid to experiment, adjust, and optimize your systems to maximize your effectiveness. We often fixate on outcomes, losing weight, getting promoted, finishing a project. Outcomes are the what of our aspirations, the results we strive for. However, Atomic Habits encourages us to go deeper, beyond the surface level of achievement. Consider the 3 layers of behavior change: outcomes, processes, and identity. Outcomes are about what you get. Processes are about what you do. Identity is about what you believe. To create lasting change, we must address all 3 layers, with a particular emphasis on identity. Imagine wanting to learn a new language. The outcome might be fluency, the ability to hold conversations. The process involves daily practice, perhaps using language learning apps or conversing with native speakers. But the true shift occurs at the identity level. When you see yourself as a language learner, someone who embraces new cultures and ways of communicating, your actions naturally align. You're no longer someone who wants to learn, you are a learner. This identity shift is where the magic happens. Let's dive into the mechanics of habit formation, the habit loop. This 4-step process underpins every habit, good or bad. Understanding this cycle is crucial for creating new habits and breaking old ones. The 4 stages are cue, craving, response, and reward. The cue is the trigger, the signal that initiates the habit. It could be a time of day, a location, a preceding event, or even an emotional state. Remember that feeling of wanting to check your phone when you hear a notification? That's the cue at work. Next comes the craving. This is the motivational force behind the habit, the desire for the reward that the habit promises. It's the anticipation of a dopamine hit, a feeling of relief, or the satisfaction of a completed task. The craving then triggers the response, the actual habit itself. This could be anything from brushing your teeth to scrolling through social media to going for a run. The response is the action you take to satisfy the craving. Finally, we have the reward. This is the payoff, the positive reinforcement that strengthens the habit. It could be the feeling of clean teeth, the entertainment value of social media, or the endorphin rush after a workout. The first law of behavior change is deceptively simple. Make it obvious. We are creatures of our environment, constantly influenced by subtle cues and triggers. To build good habits, we need to make them stand out. Think about the placement of objects in your home. Are healthy snacks within easy reach, or are they hidden away in a cupboard? Is your workout gear easily accessible, or is it buried in the back of your closet? Our visual cues play a powerful role in shaping our choices. By strategically designing our environment, we can nudge ourselves towards positive behaviors. Want to read more? Place a book on your bedside table, where it's the last thing you see before bed and the first thing you see in the morning. Another powerful technique is habit stacking. This involves linking a new habit to an existing one. For example, after I brush my teeth, I will meditate for 5 minutes. By piggybacking on an established routine, you increase the likelihood of the new habit sticking. The cue is the starting pistol of the habit loop. It's the signal that sets the entire cycle in motion. By becoming aware of your cues, you can start to exert more control over your habits. To build a new habit, make the cue obvious and unavoidable. Want to start a daily meditation practice? Place your meditation cushion in the center of your living room, where you'll bump into it first thing in the morning. To break a bad habit, make the cue invisible and difficult to encounter. Trying to cut back on social media? Delete the apps from your phone, log out of your accounts on your computer, and find alternative activities to fill the void. Remember, our environment plays a powerful role in shaping our habits. By consciously designing your environment, you can make it easier to adopt positive habits and harder to succumb to negative ones. The second law of behavior change taps into the power of pleasure and reward. We are more likely to repeat behaviors that bring us joy, satisfaction, or a sense of accomplishment. One way to make a habit more attractive is to pair it with something you already enjoy. This is known as temptation bundling. For example, you could only allow yourself to watch your favorite TV show while walking on the treadmill. Another powerful technique is to join a culture where your desired behavior is the norm. Surround yourself with people who share your goals and values. If you want to be more active, join a running club or a hiking group. The social support and accountability can make a world of difference. Remember, our brains are wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. By associating positive feelings with our desired habits, we make them more enticing and easier to stick to. The craving is the engine of the habit loop. It's the desire that fuels the entire process. Without craving, there's no motivation to act. To make a new habit more appealing, link it to a craving you already have. Want to start drinking more water? Keep a pitcher of ice-cold, lemon-infused water in the fridge, making it more enticing than sugary drinks. To break a bad habit, make it less attractive. One effective strategy is to highlight the negative consequences of the habit. For example, if you're trying to quit smoking, visualize the damage it's doing to your lungs and overall health. Remember, cravings are often driven by emotions. When you're feeling stressed, bored, or lonely, you're more likely to reach for unhealthy coping mechanisms. By becoming aware of your emotional triggers, you can develop healthier ways to manage your emotions. The third law of behavior change is all about reducing friction and making it as easy as possible to do the things that matter most. The easier a habit is to perform, the more likely we are to repeat it. One of the simplest yet most effective ways to make a habit easier is to reduce the number of steps required. Want to eat healthier? Chop up fruits and vegetables at the beginning of the week so they're ready to grab and go. Another powerful strategy is to optimize your environment for success. Keep your workout gear in a designated spot, ready to go. Place a water bottle on your desk to encourage hydration. These small tweaks can make a big difference in your daily choices. Remember, our willpower is a finite resource. By making our desired habits as frictionless as possible, we conserve our willpower for the tasks that truly require it. The response is the actual behavior, the habit itself. This is where the rubber meets the road. It's one thing to desire a change, it's another to take action. To make a new habit easier to perform, reduce the friction. Want to exercise more? Lay out your workout clothes the night before, so you have one less excuse in the morning. To break a bad habit, increase the friction. Trying to curb impulse purchases? Remove your credit card information from online stores, making it more difficult to make a purchase on a whim. Remember, consistency is key. The more you perform a behavior, the more ingrained it becomes in your neural pathways. Start small, focus on one habit at a time, and celebrate your progress along the way. The fourth and final law of behavior change focuses on the importance of reward and reinforcement. We are more likely to repeat behaviors that are immediately satisfying, even if the rewards are small. One of the most effective ways to make a habit satisfying is to track your progress. Use a habit tracker, a journal, or an app to monitor your consistency. Seeing a visual representation of your progress can be incredibly motivating. Another powerful strategy is to reward yourself for your efforts. Choose rewards that are aligned with your values and goals. For example, if you're trying to save money, reward yourself with an experience rather than a material possession. Remember, our brains thrive on positive reinforcement. By rewarding ourselves for our efforts, we create a positive feedback loop that strengthens our desired habits. Think of bamboo. For the first few years, you see nothing but a tiny sprout. But beneath the surface, a powerful root system is growing, anchoring the plant for explosive growth. The same principle applies to habit formation. The initial phase of any endeavor requires patience and persistence. You're laying the groundwork for future success. Don't get discouraged by the lack of immediate results. Focus on building the right systems, and the results will follow. Shifting your focus from outcomes to systems requires a change in perspective. It's about finding joy in the process, not just the destination. It's about embracing the daily grind as an opportunity for growth. Imagine training for a marathon. The race itself might be your goal, but the real transformation happens during those early morning runs, the disciplined diet, and the mental fortitude you cultivate. Embrace the journey, and the destination will take care of itself. The journey of self-improvement is not a linear path. There will be twists and turns, ups and downs, moments of triumph, and times when you feel like giving up. The key is to embrace the journey in its entirety, with all its imperfections and detours. Remember, you are a work in progress, a masterpiece in the making. There is no finish line in the pursuit of personal growth. It's about constantly striving to become the best version of yourself, day by day, habit by habit. Be kind to yourself along the way. Don't get discouraged by setbacks or compare yourself to others. Your journey is unique, and your pace is your own. Focus on making progress, however small, and celebrate each step forward. Remember, the journey itself is the reward. It's in the striving, the learning, the growing, that we discover our true potential and experience the deep satisfaction that comes from living a life aligned with our values. Understanding the 4 laws of behavior change is a powerful first step, but it's only the beginning. To truly transform our lives, we need to translate this knowledge into action. Start by identifying 1 or 2 habits you want to focus on. Choose habits that are aligned with your values and goals. Then apply the 4 laws to make these habits obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. Remember, change takes time and effort. Be patient with yourself, celebrate small wins, and don't be afraid to adjust your approach along the way. The journey of habit formation is a marathon, not a sprint. By consistently applying the 4 laws of behavior change, you can create a life that is aligned with your deepest values and aspirations. As we've explored, Atomic Habits offers a powerful framework for understanding how small changes, consistently applied, can lead to remarkable transformations. It's not about overnight makeovers or quick fixes. It's about embracing the process of continuous improvement, one small step at a time. Think back to the analogy of the 1% improvement. It might seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, these small gains compound, creating a ripple effect that touches every aspect of your life. Like a snowball rolling down a hill, your momentum builds, carrying you towards your goals with increasing speed and force. The beauty of Atomic Habits is that they are accessible to everyone. It doesn't matter where you are in your journey, whether you're just starting out or you're already well on your way. By adopting the principles outlined in this book, you can create a system for success that works for you. Remember, the key is to focus on the process, not just the outcome. Fall in love with the journey of self-improvement. Embrace the challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth, and celebrate the small victories along the way. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The same is true for the journey of self-improvement. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. Start where you are with what you have, and take that first step today. Remember, you don't have to be perfect to start, you just have to be willing to begin. Embrace the principles of Atomic Habits, experiment, find what works for you, and never stop learning and growing. Your life is a reflection of your habits. By consciously choosing the habits you want to cultivate, you shape the person you will become and the life you will lead. The power to transform your life lies within you. Embrace the journey, trust the process, and watch as you create a life that is truly extraordinary, one small habit at a time. Your journey starts today. Thank you all for watching, and remember, if you want to continue your journey of personal growth and transformation, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep unlocking your limitless potential.